Hello, how did I complete this week's Fractured Plane in under 30 minutes easily? Well, let's find out. But if you do not know what Fractured Plane is, you should check the video on the descriptions. Alright, so this week's Fractured Plane affix is actually really good for quick and easy Fractured Plane completion. The affix lasts for 2 to 3 seconds and gives you 25% damage increase when you use that skill. And guess what? This bad boy also stacks, so you can easily have 50 to 100% damage increase while you spam your skills in. So what items do we prioritize? Well, of course, we will be choosing items that will turn the skills to dash skills. After all, the affix is so powerful. So there are 3 legendaries we absolutely need, and those are Reaching Rebuke, Rising Tide and Intervening Law. Now, Reaching Rebuke turns palm into a dash, and you also have few iframes while you are dashing, so with this you can easily dodge some damage while you spam your skills, and in bosses it's easy way to dodge their skills or normal attacks. With Rising Tide, on the other hand, your Imprisoned Fist turns into dash, aka jump skill. It still immobilizes enemies, so you can move away after using this and they will be stick on the place you hit them. So it's easier to get not hit after that, or you can just combo it with palm. You can also use this to move behind a boss to dodge his attacks. Lastly, Intervening Law turns Shield of Zen into a dash, and it still retains the really helpful shield. With this you don't need to think about dodging, you can just focus on hitting every monster with your other skills to maximize damage input and still get out unharmed. Now the 4th best item would be Numb Realization, as then your palm does damage to bosses too. Not just the first hit, but the explosions too, with a 30% chance to detonate the palm. This is the best tool to kill monsters, and with 50 to 100 increased damage, this thing hits like a truck. Next, we will really want to get Isolation's Path for increased charge on Imprisoned Fist, so we can trigger the affix more often with Imprisoned Fist and have that extra damage increase on everything else. Now lastly, the chest piece isn't that important, but a Pacific Pledge will give us some extra damage if we get hit while we have Shield of Zen's shield up. So that's one way to get some damage out of Shield of Zen. Now for the blessings, we will still want to get the pure damage blessings, so if you see 40% increased damage on elites, that is the best choice you can make, as the bosses are usually the hardest ones, or the elites on the map. After that would come the 20% increased damage. You could also take the 30% increased damage, but the downside of getting 15% increased damage taken can be too much sometimes. So it is up to you if you wanna take this or if you do not want to take this. If you feel like you are dying or you are close to dying, don't take this. If you feel like you're tanky enough and you are missing the damage, then you can take this one. And with this build, there's another thing, that is 15% cooldown reduction on skills. You can pick this up, as it's really good, as then you can proc the Fractured Plane affix more often, and you will also have the Shield of Zen shield on more often, absorbing all the damage you take, making it easier to beat the Fractured Plane. I will still show you how to combo the skills, but it is pretty brainless, but yeah, let's go. So first you should group the enemies, of course, and then drop the Shield of Zen so you don't get damaged. Then you just basically use all your skills on the enemies. If the enemies aren't dead after that, you will wait for the other skills to come off cooldown. And remember, do not spam skills on the spot if you do not have the Shield of Zen on, as the enemies will damage you a lot if you do not have it. But when you have the Shield of Zen, just smash everything on top of the enemies, and usually they are dead after that. And if they are not dead, you Just circle around and wait your skills to come off cooldown, and if there's only few enemies left, you can just auto-attack them to death. This was pretty quick video. With this, you should have pretty easy clear on this week's Fractured Plane. Now all you need to do is to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will catch you on the next one.